We go. Vici Gaming up against Newbee here. Lower bracket round 1. And the winner of this game goes up against eHome in that lower bracket final, as RNG are already waiting in the best of 5 grand final for their opponents on Sunday. We get ourselves into the laning stage. Ori playing Kunkka over on VG, heading to mid. Yang, PYW, and DY, your Legion, Wyvern, and Ogre, securing bounty rooms down south, facing off against a Mugi, Void, a Faith Lich. And top lane, Wizard with Vici, the Brewmaster and Phoenix, spotting Eurus, Juggernaut there, and of course the last one is AQ Storm in towards mid. As
This is the build that I love to see.
There's a fight happening
They're
bottom
trying
lane.
to bait Ogre, Orb of Venom. There's going to be a lot of slow.
Yang is dropping low, but he's just going to turn and fight Faith. That Frost Blast is a good amount of damage, but they've got first blood. Yang still surviving. The headdress and the stick keeping him alive. And Mugi just has to time walk away from danger. But that's first blood. That's outpost for the Dire team. 2 bounty runes down bottom. They could think about maybe moving someone up top quickly to try and get some, but it looks like they are slow lumbering heroes, and of course no TPs. Eurus, considering the bounty rune snipe, deciding better of it.
It's such a tough decision for Faceless Void in this kind of scenario where he needs to either get time locked, he goes for a kill, gets it, and then dies after that because he just fully committed, or just gets a time walk and it's more of a safe play,
Sure is. So what do we get? 2 for 2 bounties, but first blood in the hands of the Dire team, who actually got the first blood. PYW on the Winter Wyvern. So headdress already being here, and now a Ring of Bassi coming down bottom lane. Gonna be real good here for Vici Gaming. Arctic Burn gets one hit in onto Faith. Good harassment onto Mugi as well. Mid lane, AQ against Ori. Kunkka Storm matchup, pretty interesting, both with that spill damage, getting massive amounts of harassment already towards their opponents.
We might see an early kill in this lane.
It's a very tight one. Like both of you playing on the edge, both have Fairy Fires? Yeah, of course they do. They know how close this matchup can be. Ori. Torrent.
A lot of mind games.
I don't want to look bottom, I want to look mid, but Yang is dropping low. Faith's just spamming out this Frost Blast, but they've shoved the lane forward. This will make things a little easier now for PYW to get the trades into these 2 heroes. They've got no headdress down bottom on the Radiant side, so they'll be losing out in the long-term regen battle. As mid again, I've got to keep tabs on this because a Vortex into another Remnant. Ori Fairy Fire turns the fight under his tier 1, but AQ gets himself that kill, beautifully done with that early point in Electric Vortex.
And that's a full bottle for him. Sadly, there's no 2-minute runes. This is how you snowball. I think this is what Ice Frog wanted to do. Just remove this snowball effect and you get a lucky region or double damage rune, and suddenly you're just winning the lane for yourself.
I'm a little bit surprised AQ didn't go for the play where he, kills himself. Like he gets the kill and then dies to tower, just so he can respawn full HP, full mana. But I guess with the bottle, he will regen up enough and then wait for the 4-minute rune where we see that big collapse from the side lanes come in with a 2v2 or even a 3v3 mid to get those early active runes going. Now, Lacoste, how's top lane going? Because we've ignored it pretty much completely.
I have no clue, Gary. I was just watching the mid lane and bottom.
Well, I'm watching mid again. Shut up. No, AQ's going again. Ori's back under his tower, but that trading. Even though AQ dropped incredibly low, bottles back up. Ori has the salve. Top lane, Lacoste. What's happening?
Juggernaut, 1 point in Healing Ward. As we've seen in the previous game, they have sustain for him and his boy Ogre. Ogre, very tanky. 1 point in Ignite and Orb of Venom, so if they want to chase down this Brewmaster, they can, even though he's super tanky. Exact 1000 HP, 3 minutes in.
Oh, beautiful. That one branch makes all the difference. Only 700 on Eurus. 6 armor, though, on him. This magic damage from Vici being dodged a little bit by the Juggernaut for now. 18-0 on the Storm. Kunkka, 19-1 though. Securing some very good farm. And X-Mark on the level 4 Storm with a Torrent to follow and a rotation in from Ogre. DY will help secure a kill as Ori takes down the Storm, gets that revenge. And Phoenix's rotation not able to turn the tides of that battle.
So it doesn't matter that much who gets the 4-minute rune, unless Ogre gets like a region. Other than that, it's not gonna be anything significant. There it is, I called for it.
Well, he gets about 30 mana
Gets
off
cancelled.
it, and it's cancelled out by the Phoenix. You called for it, and it comes. So bot lane Yang just dragging waves into the pulls from Lich, making sure that lane equilibrium is always going to be in Vici's favor. A very even farm trade between Legion and Void.
And as you said, they're losing this region battle. Winter Wyvern using Splinter Blast. Okay, this should be a kill.
Yeah, he's not got Time Walk anymore, and the clicks from Arctic Burn clearing through the Void's HP pool. Yang and PYW winning
Void.
out.
You go for Time Walk after the Splinter Blast is used, and then you play passive, or you just need to be ready to die.
Well, he was ready for the death for sure.
Ready for die number 2.
Yeah, Faith cutting through the trees, finding a little hidey hole, and now TPing. Nothing to cancel it, so a good retreat back to his tier 2. But it leaves Mugi alone down here for now. Storm has a big stack made up for him, thanks to Phoenix. Vici rotating back up top. It seems like Wizard has been doing decently up here, even though he is all alone against a Juggernaut and an Ogre now. 20 CS, closing in on level 5, diving in onto DY. Vici realizes that this is a tanky Ogre with 5 stick charges, and oh, Faith, he's got no TP. PYW, he needs a Splinter Blast target off the Ancients or something, I don't know, he's holding on to it. Arctic Burn comes out now, he'll secure this kill one way or the other. Using Splinter Blast to actually kill him off, so there's no chance of a denial.
And Lich's TP is in cooldown for 30 seconds, so he needs to walk back to a lane. Bottom lane is not going well for them.
At all.
So, yeah, we can see Storm Spirit already there to help his bro out.
Legion pops the wand and tries to run. AQ and Mugi making short work of it.
Definitely a kill that they needed. You don't expect this early rotation from Storm Spirit, but exactly what Newbee needed, they just did. One of the reasons why I love watching them when they have a good draft, how they execute it, the general understanding how to approach a team fight where you need to send out help top lane.
Yeah, Eurus, some really nice maneuvering of his healing ward there. Vici tried to dive in to kill off the ward. It was microed beautifully. He turns to spin, playing it tight here, but a rotation from Kunkka. You talked about the Storm on bottom, and now Ori's like, hello, I'm coming top. We'll get a kill on your offlaner then. And Vici Gaming leading 5-2. Almost 7 minutes in, looking very good across their 3 core heroes. Giving them all great laning stage.
Now Jug got level 6 from that kill, which also threatens another kill if Panda comes back to a lane. I mean, he has to come back to a lane. It's not like he's gonna stay at the fountain. Like, screw you guys, I'm not playing. Jug is level 6.
It's not like a Darkseer that goes jungle or something like, nah, I'm not coming back to lane. I'm gonna go farm. They will get some little chip damage here on the tier 1 with a catapult, but the wave dragged back by Wizard, well done. We'll make sure they mitigate the majority of it. Level 6 on Legion coming very soon. Do you want to see a play made around the duel? Like, you know, duel onto Mugi, maybe bring a couple of heroes in?
Kunkka needs to rotate, otherwise they don't have enough damage.
Well, he's going to go for the X-Boat. And the Torrent to complete the kill on Phoenix. PYW snipes it and gets a killing spree. We'll see if they decide to come bottom to play around that duel, but it's actually going to be Mugi and Faith that move forward onto Yang for now. Sinister Gaze back. Mugi still holding the chrono, and he can catch a couple of heroes here. Does beautifully, but the Cold Embrace already onto Yang means they heal and sustain will allow them to turn this back. DY swings in from the left-hand side, and Juggernaut ready with the Omni Slash as they focus the Lich. The duel from Yang will secure them bonus damage. Faith falls, and I wonder, can they actually do anything to this tier 1? Because Void says, see ya, I'm going top.
The mirror movement, that's what we see. They understand that they can't defend the bottom tower. Juggernaut just TP'd with Omni Slash, so they're gonna pressure the top lane. Even though there's no catapult. Where's Wyvern? He does not have a TP for another 40 seconds. In this scenario, Wyvern really shines, just standing here and using Splinter Blast to delay any kind of push. First, Chronosphere was not used to maximum efficiency. They didn't get any kills out of it, so 2 minutes without it, which should allow Vici Gaming to play more aggressive.
And it's just that half second of hesitation. Maybe if Mugi had felt the rotation coming a little bit sooner, that Chrono could have killed the Legion and then maybe a secondary target in the Winter Wyvern, but a little too late on it. Vici do get the tier 1 bot. The trade is there as Mugi takes out top lane. But this always feels better early game for the Dire side. They swing into the jungle, they take control of the mid lane. It feels more natural to be able to play where the Legion is right now. Yang plays that kind of front line, Ogre's here on the high ground, and Kunkka shoves in the wave mid, forcing Newbee to come in and defend.
Wyvern is getting a lot from this. He's gonna hit level 6 before 10-minute mark. And I want to see a rotation from Wyvern on the mid lane after finishing this creep wave. They know that there's no Chronosphere.
Void snagging up the outpost. Winter Wyvern's going to be here to turn it back, though. Now, Mugi needs a bash off this first hit. Of course he does. Outpost still being attempted here by PYW as the boat, after that Winter's Curse, connecting onto Void with a duel. Who cares Outpost when we can get a winner on this Legion?
They were controlling the bottom outposts for Vici Gaming. This is not a good spot for Faithless Void to be in right now. Still 20 seconds without the Chronosphere. Both supports on their side, level 5, so they need to get one of those to level 6. Storm Spirit, very active.
Yeah, Kunkka completely caught out on the wrong side of the map. And AQ, with that Frost Shield, able to get in on top of him very quickly. They defend their mid-tier 1. It's half HP. Catapult Wave coming in to do nothing, though. Vici Gaming can't really group up behind it without their Kunkka now. But this is so much space for Euros, who has switched things up a little bit. No Battle Fury, instead the Yasha after a single Wraith Band, and now into Diffusal Blade. Against Storm, great, but I think against Void, even better. Super reliant on his limited mana pool. Needs Time Walk, needs Chronosphere. Some pretty hefty mana cost with Time Dilation thrown in there as well.
Newbee is smoked, but they're not having Faceless Void. They might actually catch Faceless Void.
Well, the Supernova mid, Ori, has been found by this big gank squad of Newbee. 2 kills in quick succession on that mid. Kunkka puts Ori out of the game for a full minute or so death-wise. Faceless Void Mugi still okay up top as Yang comes in to TP and defend the mid tower as Winter Wyvern gets a curse onto one solitary target. And Wizard still holding the Primal Split if they really desperately need it, but so far, both mid-tier 1s taken to half HP and both sides defending valiantly.
I don't think Vici Gaming lost anything out of this. Faceless Void got some of them. Farm on the top lane, they defended the tower. So far, it's okay. I mean, of course, it's better to not die.
It's better to not die. Wise words, Lacoste.
Very wise. I want to see a smoke behind Faceless Void with Lich and Phoenix Supernova once it's up. They have a lot of kill potential. Chronosphere, we've seen one on the bottom lane. Like, you should not be saving that. Just grabbing a kill and support early on is still very valuable.
Defending their stacks in this jungle. Kunkka clearing out some ancient counts now as he works his way towards the armlet. What's Void got? About a grand until he has that Maelstrom. Double Wraithband treads. Storm, Kaya done, working on the Bloodstone. TPing top outpost, and PYW, Winter's Curse in 2 seconds. The ball lightning in onto Yang, but here comes a sick curse from PYW. Buys time for the Legion to turn with the press the attack and the duel. It's going to be a kill onto Mugi's Void. Down you go, and AQ caught by the torrent. That Sunray, yes, it kills Yang, but the trouble being Phoenix falling. A 2-for-1, and AQ, very limited mana, no one charges, bottling up as best he can. Zip away about 1,000 range, and that's him safe and sound.
We also did not see a single Primal Split. You have these abilities, you want to play around them. If you're not doing it right now, Brewmaster's not the hero that scales.
It's been a rough one, and his primary job, I felt, was going to be jumping backlines with the Storm. Going Bracer into Vlad's, not getting the Blink Dagger, but do you reckon Blink comes next?
I feel like he needs it to create chaos. Find Wyvern, even though it's gonna be really late in my opinion. You're playing against Juggernaut, who just kills those pandas so quickly. Same goes for Legion Commander, like Kunkka with the splash damage. It's not a good Brewmaster game to start with.
And this is Kunkka now with an armlet. 6k net worth. Ori has cleared out, what, a triple ancient stack earlier on. Some big stacks in the jungle now. Working on a BKB. Very swiftly looking to hit that timing. Faith out in the open, caught by a multicast. Torrent, easy connection by Vici Gaming. And 30 seconds before the bounty rune spawning, it looks like Vici in a pretty good spot to gather up maybe 3 or 4. Winter's Curse mid. AQ taking a massive amount of damage, but unfortunately the boat comes too late, so they'll focus the Brewmaster instead, who Primal splits out and looks to disengage. Cyclone up the Winter Wyvern and run away.
Now, one of the reasons why Brewmaster is not that popular, do much with your first Primal split, second one, it just feels like you're not having your offlaner. So you expended 2-minute ulti cooldown. You didn't do anything, you used it defensively. Okay, they got a kill on Yang.
They do manage to bring him down. Bounty runes, where are we? So Ori does get the double top. Eurus takes one as well. And yeah, like I said, in a great position to take all 4 bounties. Oh, Grove Bow, AQ, very low on mana here. Nothing to stop the TP though. Very good decision, as both heroes will get out from the grasp of the Juggernaut. Where's the Void at? He's got Maelstrom done now, 15, almost 16 minutes in. Sitting middle of the pack, alongside that Brewmaster and Legion.
Oh. I see Void going for full Mjolnir. I still feel like you need a BKB to take a fight. There is no save in your team. Even though they have like a lot of abilities that go through magic immunity. Vendor's Curse, Dual, Omni Slash. I still feel like you need BKB to take a fight with your team.
Orchid Rush on Wyvern. Making a play onto Wizard down south. Goes for the TP out, and the Sunray keeps him alive. But Yang trying to dive in behind tier 2. The Phoenix already using that Icarus dive. He's been spotted out. Torrent closes out any escape. And the duel for Yang. 40 bonus damage now, and they've got a Winter's Curse onto the Lich. Faith, unfortunately for him, getting X back into the Eurus Juggernaut. But PYW is unstoppable. This is the 6-0-2 Winter Wyvern. Lacoste, you wanted this hero much earlier on in the tournament. You said it was going to be contested. Finally, we're seeing the strength of this Pos 4 Winter Wyvern. Denying the tower.
Deny the tower, yeah.
He might lose his life for this.
Easy clap.
Torrent Boat will zone out AQ. And PYW having a gorgeous game. Juggernaut, bottom, they're zipping in onto DY. AQ wants this pick off, and he will be able to find the Ogre. Can they find the Eurus Jug? Cyclone into the air. He's got spin TP, but the Chrono comes through. Supernova there, and they've expended a lot to try and take down the Jug, but there's the Torrent stopping this initiation, and Eurus is going to try and bail away. They've got PYW here, but with no spells remaining, so the Sunray clears up the Juggernaut, and Vici Gaming overextending. Ori's left high and dry with Yang destroyed by Storm, and poor Kunkka. A 5-man wipe. Vici come in, piecemeal, 1 by 1, and Newbee say, thank you very much. We'll take it all.
Finally, we see the power of Newbee's lineup. They group up as 5. They use Chronosphere and the Egg at the same time, plus a Chain Frost. They already used the both and Wyvern ulti, so perfect timing for Newbee to actually take a fight.
Still behind on net worth, and now, see, this is the problem. Yes, you win a team fight. Yes, you get a 5-man wipe, but all your spells on cooldown. And Vici Gaming are still technically in the lead, you know, net worth-wise, scaling-wise, it feels like they're doing very well. You've given yourself some breathing room, but it doesn't feel like you've swung the game, even with a 5-man wipe. No Roshan, no objectives. Yeah.
Faceless Void needed more time to recover. Wyvern will have like 20-minute Orchid on top of Bassi, Headdress, and full mana boots. Like, he's gonna become a core. You give this Wyvern Bloodlust, level 10, 60 damage, he hits like a truck.
And look at the movement from Vici. They know that they are still strong, and they know that these ultis on cooldown on the Radiant side means that if they get a couple of pickoffs, Roshan opens up to them. Tier 2s are available for them. But very safe, passive play from Newbee. Wizard, the only one showing out on the map in that mid lane. As Void, Phoenix, Lich, and Storm all hiding away in the jungle. Playing into top. 1 minute for outposts. Currently held 1 apiece.
They have no saving abilities on Newbee. Storm Spirit, I love this one. Buys Yule Scepter for himself before finishing the Bloodstone. Extra mana regen. He can duel himself if Kanka is using X Mark. Great against Juggernaut. Also, just Yule Sceptering Legion Commander, Dispelling Bloodlust. Very cool item to have in this game.
Messing up Kunka's combos and all that stuff as well. What's Orchid now? Very close, 100 gold away for PYW, and Vici Gaming have been making stacks. I don't ever see them doing it, but whenever I look in their jungle, there's like triple stacks made up. Here for Yang, PYW to clear through. Juggernaut, Manta, Diffusal Blade, 11,000 net worth. Strongest hero on the map right now. Mugi might just walk into him. Oh no, Bounty Runes spawn. Eurus more focused on killing off neutral creeps though. Speaking of neutrals, any interesting items here for either side?
I think Robo on Wyvern, reducing their magical resistance on top of Orchid, which is magical. So that's gonna be great. Also attack range.
Winter's Curse top to stop this initiation onto Ori, and it's caught 3 of them, but the Supernova will be able to get a decent stun if Vici Gaming stick around. The Primal Split coming out, and there's a Chain Frost into the creeps though. PYW blown up, and Kunkka will follow. They dug their own grave, trying to save one of their teammates. Storm Spirit stunned and dueled up, but the Sun Ray keeping him up. The Storm's gonna survive. AQ, he's still alive some way, somehow. 3 heroes down, but Eurus is powerful. Battling back, killing Lich and Storm, and Wizard with a TP out means a 2 for 4. And you start to wonder, where was that Void?
Faceless Void just casually farming on the bottom lane. Was this the first Omni Slash we've seen in the game? I believe so.
It feels like it. I think he used one in the fight down bottom, but I'm not sure. We'll give the benefit of the doubt to Eurus.
Also, there was a fight with Storm Spirit having Arcane Rune, which helps them a lot. Once again, we see the power of Phoenix in this meta.
Yeah, fighting around that Supernova.
Yeah, they did not have Faceless Void to defend it, but still managed to get a good fight. They killed 4 members of Vici and lost 2. Juggernaut just casually buying Tome of Knowledge for himself, talking about the greed, huh?
Brewmaster. Vlad's Helm into BKB. No blink in sight.
Pure right-click damage.
I guess Helm gives you the bonus damage on your split Brewlings, right?
Yes.
20% more damage. 50% on player units. Do they count as play? That always confused me. 50% bigger effect on player units. We'll see what happens. When he splits, we'll look at the damage of them, see what they get bonus-wise.
Alright, you do that.
I
do
will.
the math. After the split, this is the first thing you do, Gary. I'm counting on you.
I'll try. We just see Brewmaster so rarely now. This seems like a pretty cool build. And if you get 70% bonus damage on the Earth Spirit hitting towers, you can shred buildings. Juggernaut has Aghanim Scepter very nearly done. 900 gold away. PYW wants an Ether Lens now. As Ori and Yang toying with the Storm, but AQ doesn't want to play. Wizard holding high ground near the Roche Pit. Watching Legion and Kunkka come up the ramp. He's got Centaur Stomp to hold him in place. Frost Shield on the Centaur as well, and Ori once more has put himself in a very aggressive position. He's popped his BKB and he's looking to snipe Faith's Lich. Oh, well, they've lost the Lich. Now, where's this plus 17 damage? So, no, it's not that much more, is it? It's only the 20%, it looks like. Can they get the Brewmaster here? They should have an X mark, and he's got no blink to get out. Sunray, but he's silenced up. The heal comes out, but Phoenix says, nah, I'm out of here. Quick duel back into Wizard. and 2 pickoffs. I thought Kunkka put himself in danger there, but in fact it's Vici Gaming that are able to get the upper hand in that fight and potentially go Roshan.
Yeah, I have no clue, to be honest, Gary, what Faithless Void is doing this game, besides just hitting the creeps.
Getting BKB, yeah. Oh, Storm zipping out.
This is the second fight that he did not participate in. Also nice positioning from Wizard. I thought that it's going to be much better for them. I mean, there's a tier 1 tower on the top lane. Faceless Void could easily just TP there, time walk, and he would be in the middle of a team fight.
It's been odd, hasn't it? Mugi, I mean, once he has BKB, it is absolutely go time. Supernova, Chronosphere already, Bloodstone here for the Storm. They're going to hit their timing one way or another, and to be honest, Vici Gaming aren't that far ahead. So when we see the next big team fight from Newbee, they want to do it on the enemy side of the map, around a tier 2, potentially near this high ground.
Double smoke, a little bit of misplay from Newbee there.
Sad.
At the same time.
Let's see what they can do with it, because Roshan is definitely available off the back of this. If they can get the 5v5 that they so desire. Roshan straight into the pit, in fact. They've got good ways of zoning Vici Gaming out. As Ogre still looking to frontline and scout anyone coming his way. Sentries down, Observer Ward out, so vision now removed. Dire with a better warding right now. That deep Observer Ward sees this high ground that holds Roshan for the Radiant.
Tier 3 items starting to drop. Titan Sliver for Void.
Oh,
Mindbreaker. That's such a good one on Wyvern.
Well, they give it to the Juggernaut for now. Eurus is the one that wanted it, and they smoke. Roshan drops. Aegis into the hands of Storm. DY is on the front lines. The Supernova's popped. Wizard holding Primal Split. They'll cold embrace DY.
He's still alive.
As the focus comes through. AQ's out of mana completely. DY still alive. Finally will die. And AQ, he's dropped. Aegis gone. Eurus still has Omni Slash, and the Lich, he's blown up by the Paparazzi Jug. It is a trade back as Legion and Ogre both drop, but Winter Wyvern caught by Storm. Still with a big mana pool after the Aegis popped, but the Chrono from Mugi does very little here. The spin and the BKB buying time for Eurus and Ori. Finally, Newbee get the kill. Wizard with a double. The Brewmaster coming into a life of his own, and the Sinister Gaze on the Ogre drags him back into the waiting arms of the Brewlings, while Vici Gaming getting wiped off the face of the map. DY dies back, and Newbee, did they lose anyone? Faith is the one that fell.
Faith bought back. Even though this, I mean, Vici Gaming used way too many ultis trying to get a kill, and Juggernaut was isolated in the end. I think if he got the ulti on the Faceless Void, he would score a kill after that time walk, but it would not matter. So it's a full team wipe.
6 heroes dead on Vici Gaming. I mean, team wipe +1 with a dieback on the Ogre.
Didn't look good. They used Phoenix Egg, Lich ulti on Ogre, who didn't even die there. But with the Brewmaster, it's easy to cut in the back lines, find this Juggernaut, toss him in the air, kill his healing ward. This is what's important, to kill the sustain.
And that was what Mugi was waiting for. Making fun of him for hitting creeps, but he comes out with a BKB. They secure Roche, massive team fight victory, and now the swing. From a 2,500 lead that Vici Gaming were holding for quite some time, now a 6,000 lead for Newbee. And this is their way back into the game. Telescope coming out for the Phoenix. Let's have a look. Neutral items. You mentioned the tier 3s now available for them. Orb of Destruction, Titan Sliver, Greater Fairy Fire, and Telescope for the for the Radiant team. Sorry. And over on the Dire, they've not hit enough jungle creeps. They've only got the Mindbreaker as they jump the Phoenix with Winter's Curse, and the duel should arrive to clear through Vici. Ori X-marks himself back, trying to clear out that mid-wave. Arcane Rune bottom for Storm, refills his bottle. And here comes Newbee yet again with Alpha Wolf, Wizard, BKB fresh in his inventory.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Storm is causing a lot of issues. He's way too tanky to kill, and he's not allowing them. He's just scouting things out for his team going in and out. Now with your Arcane Rune, it's going to be even much easier.
So Vici forcing this top part of the map. Onto tier 2s. Eurus and Ori Difficult targets to stick on.
Dire's middle tower is under
But Newbee have their full ability set ready. Every ulti, green lights are go. Sinister Gaze to start things off. Yura spin and tries to run. Storm kills the healing ward, and now the silence onto the Winter Wyvern. The sick team fight split here is beautiful for them as AQ gets the kill on PYW and Juggernaut falls inside the Sun Ray. Down goes Eurus. Chase onto DY. Ogre will be the third one to drop, and they've got a Yule Scepter up on the Conquer. He didn't BKB TP. It was a naked one again, Lacoste, and it's disaster striking for Vici Gaming as
Another
Newbee
team
stick it
wipe.
to the man. Another team wipe coming because Yang, he's found, ooh, not quite found. I've spoken too soon. That Frost Shield on the Alpha Wolf doesn't clip him. Sunray, Fiery Spirits trying to find the little Legion. Yang has a TP and a blink in 3 seconds. It looks like he might just be able to get out of danger. Back into the trees.
He should be able to get out, but look at the mid lane.
Oh man, you're right, they're on tier 3s. There are 2 supports chasing the Legion, and then tier 3 is shredded by Mugi and AQ.
Winter Wyvern really hates playing into Storm Spirit. Even though he had an amazing amount of farm, has that Orchid, Storm Spirit just zips in, uses that Orchid, and you don't have ways of dispelling that. And then you're just done. And nice to place Chronosphere from Faceless Void on Juggernaut. So these fights are without Juggernaut using Swift Slash nor Omni Slash.
Sad times for Paparazzi. Very different to his previous Juggernaut game with that Battle Fury into very fast Manta and then Aghanims. But a double damage rune bottom. Gonna get scouted out by everyone here. Storm zips in and snags it up. Vici Gaming unable to get it for themselves. And it feels like now the map belongs to Newbee completely. 3 minutes until fast spawn on Roshan. And all Newbee needs to do now is kind of hold their lanes, right? They're smoking out and looking for a pick-off somewhere. But as long as they can keep 2 or even 3 of their lanes at the river or pushed across, a team
Can't
fight...
connect.
Oh, hello. They've got the Sinister Gaze. Yang, he can pop his pipe and press the attack, but it is too little, too late. 4 heroes surround the Legion in the jungle, and it is not a place that she wanted to be. But yeah, as long as Newbee can kind of just hold their lanes, any team fight at any choke point, Roshan or on an objective near a tier 2, it just seems to be theirs. As long as they've got their ultis, which they do in 10 seconds for that Chronosphere now. It is Newbee, Newbee, Newbee all the way home.
Juggernaut needs to be protected in a team fight with the boat, with press the attack, and most importantly, Cold Embrace if he gets caught inside the Chronosphere.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Another Alpha Wolf. Tons of bonus damage on the Void.
Has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
18 dual... Mugi has a dual victory as well. Easy bonus damage.
Oh, another Arcane Rune on top of double damage rune.
Hell yeah. Storm itching to go and get the rune. Bot lane shoved, mid lane shoved. And that's why Vici Gaming are trying to play around top with Manta Illusions coming out of the Juggernaut. But this dire jungle belongs to Newbee. I would love that tier 2 top sitting on 650 health.
Dire are scanning.
Scanning around Roshan, but it's still about a minute until the fastest spawn, so it feels like potentially both teams losing track a little bit of the Roshan timer in these big hectic team fights that ensue around it.
Titan Sliver and Satanic gives Faceless Void 40% status resistance, so these stuns, silences are not gonna last that long. Jug just completed his MKB. I see Faceless Void going for Butterfly. He can swap things around.
Eurus pops the Lincolns on AQ with a Diffusal Blade. This Storm Spirit, what is he up to? The Void arrives, Chrono onto the Juggernaut, no spin remaining, Storm Spirit still up and running, and Eurus, he's trapped inside, the Sunray burns him down, he tries to Omni Slash around, but he's run out of space and time. That was Swift Slash, not Omni Slash, so he didn't waste his ulti, but they're going to lose 2 cores with no buyback. And Mugi chases on for more with AQ, DY. They dug their own grave there, sticking around far too long. AQ Storm really playing with the hearts of the Vici Gaming fans now.
Yeah, over the past few days, we've seen a lot of teams in China just calling out the premature GG. And this might be it. This is one more fight. If they get caught, who has a buyback? Juggernaut does not have a buyback. He committed fully to that MKB.
Winter Wyvern and Ogre, the only dire heroes with the buyback.
Dire structures are
Tier 3 top looks pretty simple. Mid-ranged racks dropping as well to that big creep wave. Void and Storm focusing the building.
Dire's middle barracks.
27 Bloodstone charges. Lincoln Sphere popped out by something there. What was that? X mark, I guess? Something popped in. Down goes another lane of barracks. Oh no, he put it onto the Void. Never mind.
Dire's top
I'm a dumbass, Lacoste.
Yes, you are. No, you're not.
I was like, why is it on cooldown? What's
You're
happened?
a very enjoyable person.
Where
Roche
do we go
just
now?
spawned, so that's Cheese and Aegis.
Well, that answers my question.
Let's go. One more fight.
Vici Gaming need to defend so much here, though. Top lane, mid lane, and Roshan completely free for Newbee. Aegis for Storm, Cheese for Void. Or do you want to do it the other way around? No, that's the way they go for it. Storm Aegis, of course, one of the best, if not the best, in the game. Brew on the front lines, found. Blink, dual, Omnislash. In we go with a commitment onto Brew. That will delay the push from Newbee a little bit. 80 seconds on the sidelines now, and Vici Gaming thinking about playing aggressively, but there are bounty runes to be gathered, and there's no real fast way to get to bottom lane for any kind of push.
Yeah, really not a place to be for that Brewmaster, unless you want to, you know, lose the game on purpose. You're having too much fun. 20,000 net worth lead. I mean, every game is losable if you try hard enough.
What's this casual demon edge on Mugi?
I think his switching and buying
MKB?
full data list or going for MK. Is there? Yeah, there is.
There's
Two
Vlads.
Heavens Albert about to be finished. So I think MKB.
That's fair enough. And I've seen Juggernaut has Rapier queued up.
Definitely an item that he needs to risk going for. Otherwise, they don't have enough damage. This Kanka, at this point, doesn't do that much. Like, he uses the combo even if he gets to use it. Otherwise, his right-click damage is just not there.
PYW. 3,000 gold saved up. We need to keep eyes on buyback as well, don't we? Juggernaut, 200 off it. 400 for Kunkka. Legion, 1,000 away. And the two supports do on Vici Gaming have buyback. But you look at the green lights again. On this Newbie side, every ulti available. And they are ready to move forward and play into this mid lane, which is already shoved thanks to the super creeps coming in. Bottom lane, not in a great place here for Newbee. But they can play off this high ground and start clearing waves with the Storm Spirit.
Oh, it's a full refresher on Phoenix at the moment.
Oh,
Having
goddamn.
2 ultis, 2 sun rays is just going to be way too much. How far is Juggernaut from this?
Miles away.
4,000 gold away from it.
Absolutely
Or
miles
what
away.
if he sells Magic Wand? Just kidding.
Yep, sell magic one. There we go. He's got Rapier now. Assault Cuirass being picked up soon by Ori, but they are spending all of their money. Buybacks are no longer available for Vici Gaming. They're trying to all in on items.
Dire are scanning.
And there's that high ground hold from Newbee, clearing out the bottom and the mid wave. So multiple lanes of pressure going the way of Vici Gaming. High ground ward from the Dire just to try and make a fight happen around some form of vision outside of their base. They've got a duel. Finding Faith. He was there trying to de-ward, but again, you know, that vision they get outside of their base, they find a pick. And that buys them a little more time, a little bit of space. Jump in onto DY's Ogre, though, with a Cold Embrace. PYW slows things down. But it should still be a kill on the Ogre, as he has buyback available. But look at this. Jump into Yules. Legion Commander blinks straight on out. The pipe was there.
Phoenix ulti. Wasted. He has refresher, don't forget.
That is true. But that pipe The buff getting used by Yang just before getting Yules allows him to blink away as the damage blocked. Eurus. 3,500 saved. Zip in towards the Ogre. AQ really is just trying to toy with him with these auto remnants being spammed out in a minefield of destruction.
This is worse than playing against techies. Look at this.
Yeah. It's nonsense. How are we looking Aegis-wise? 1 minute. Still have the cheese on the Void. He's got Daedalus queued up now. Mugi wants more damage. Only 1 buyback on this Dire team. 2 now. Oh, of course, Juggernaut. I mean, I don't really count Juggernauts. He's saving for Rapier. He's probably going to all in for it when he gets the money. He doesn't really want to buy back. But it's coming to the point where Newbee have such a firm grasp on the entire map that Vici Gaming are just going through the motions. You know, they are just stuck in their base, bunkered down, clearing waves one after the other, while both outposts belong to Newbee. And there is very little way to get outside. They are in quarantine right now.
If Newbee wants to play this safe, they can wait for the next Roche.
Or if they want to find a double damage rune top.
Aegis is about to expire. Storm Spirit building a BKB. Faceless Void will finish his MKB. Oh my god, Faceless Void has 3,000 gold on top of that. Tier 4 items. Let's see. Havoc Hammer, Ninja Gear for Jug.
Okay. It's not bad. 20 agi, 30 move speed, and of course the little smoke.
Radiant are scanning.
Scan from the Radiant, not catching a glimpse of anybody. And again, Newbee put themselves in that prime position on the Dire Triangle. Multi-pronged attack in towards the enemy base from both mid and bottom. Oh, Minotaur Horn for the Centaur, for the Brewmaster. He's got Havoc Hammer, so I wonder, did you give that to your Void? Give it to Storm Spirit? Oh, give it to Storm. Hand it over.
Bell Prism. Alright, that's flying to Storm Spirit, I assume. Vitless Shackle on Lich. Everyone is so tanky at the moment. 3,000 HP on him. Brewmaster with Eon Disc. Havoc Hammer sitting at 4,000. Bell Prism on Storm Spirit, of course.
Phoenix is the one with the Minotaur Horn. High ground ward, Newbee sees everything, and they watch Yang walk up onto the ramp all alone. Supernova expended very early on. There is no way for Vici Gaming to fight around this. They called Embrace, but it is not enough. And with no buyback on Yang, this is now a 5 versus 4.
Helm, Alpha Wolf, double damage, Lincoln Sphere, Solar Crest.
Let's go Void. Glyph up onto the buildings, but even that doesn't stop him from going. Omni Slash, no, just a quick slash onto Wizard. Still holding BKB and Primal Split. Eon Disc, like you mentioned there, available as well. But Newbee clearing through buildings at a rapid rate. 26k net worth lead, and Vici Gaming with no answer and no response, even with the draft they had. So many counter-initiation tools, but the brunt of the attack is coming under their tier 4s. X mark up onto Mugi, but he's got BKB cheese if he needs to. The torrent won't connect, and Ori's dropping so bloody quickly. Gone for 80 seconds, and a 2-man chrono in the back. Call GG, it's over. 2-1 victory as Mugi slices and dices through Eurus. Juggernaut gets one final Omni Slash, but the game ends before anything further happens, and Newbee will be your victorious team here in this lower bracket round 1.